You need to stop using other people as a means for judging yourself. This is what I have been hearing today. And if you clicked on this video, that means that this message is for you. Welcome. Hi, I'm Charlemagne. I'm a tarot reader here on the internet. And this message has been trying to come through since, for context, I was doing a collective reading. I do a collective reading every week on my Patreon. You can go and check that out. And this message has been inkling in that collective reading. But I wanted to expand on it more because it seems really important for some people to hear this. Today we are using my Tarot of the Cloisters deck and the Soul's Journey Oracle by James Van Praagh. We're going to start with the Tarot of the Cloisters deck. Wake her up. Everybody take a deep breath with me. If you want a visual cue, you can focus on this image. Let's center ourselves. Let's hear what Spirit has to say for you. What's this message about exactly? So the first thing that we've got is the Ten of Swords. It was the only thing that was immediately flipped over. That's very interesting. So we've got some ending energy, but we've specifically got some mental ending energy, which would make a lot of sense. Okay, can we have a few more, please, just to explain what's up? Yes. And one more, please. Thank you. So our other two cards are Temperance and the Seven of Staves, or Wands. Some of you guys really feel the need to defend yourselves here, and I don't think you have to. This Ten of Swords energy is so poignantly that you feel attacked, or that you feel that the judgments of others are like actively hurting you in a more physical way, but I don't think that it's a physical way. I think that it's just mental damage. And a lot of the problem that you're having is that you're so used to defending yourself that you've trained yourself to expect the worst of people. I'm getting the sense that for some of you, a lot of this is to do with the fact that you feel like you will be judged for your beliefs specifically, or perhaps even just for your ideals, the way that you think. I'm specifically thinking about like the Seven of Staves here and how it represents lots of people pushing back against you. You've spent such a long time having people push back against anything that you do that you've developed a defense mechanism against it. You've developed this internal critic. There's a feminist phrasing that basically says that every woman has a man inside of her head, has a voyeur inside of her head, and I feel like that's really prevalent here, that like, because you've spent all of this time constantly being judged for the way that you present yourself or the way that you think or like your ideas and your principles and values, that you've developed that person to live inside your head. You've developed a person that represents all of that judgment and it now lives in your head rent-free. But Temperance as a card says to me that that doesn't represent balance. That is that the way to find balance is to stop constantly feeling like you are always on trial. Yes, that's actually the exact word. There's some more cards to follow this up. What have we got? We have the Ace of Swords and the Three of Vessels, or the Three of Cups. You have the opportunity right now to step into a brand new way of thinking, which is that people can be your friends and they don't have to be your haters all the time. I'm getting that for some of you, you may have specifically have been judged by a lot of friendship groups, or that people that you thought were your friends were actually very judgmental and they were keeping you around for like manipulative and like sort of self-fulfilling purposes. And that the Three of Vessels is coming forward here because like you've been keeping people at arm's length, I think. You've been holding them away from you, not really connecting to the fullest extent that you can. And that a lot of that is to do with that inner critic. A lot of it is to do with the fact that you're not allowing people to get closer because of that fear of not wanting to be judged. not wanting to be criticized all the time. And that's a perfectly valid emotion to experience, but it's not useful to you right now. It's not helpful. It's detracting from the types of relationships that you can have in the future. This Ace of Swords is a brand new idea. It's a brand new mental state for you to take on. You have the option right now to kill the inner critic in your head. You have the option right now to lift the veil up and realize that a lot of the judgments that you felt like you were experiencing were actually your own, but you were just projecting them out onto other people. Can we get one more card before we move on to the oracle cards? Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, Four of Pentacles reversed. You have to release this it's such a long-held idea for you. Honestly, I feel where you're at now, because I definitely had that inner critic in my head. I was judged a lot as a teenager for the way that I thought, for the way that I acted. Autism and ADHD did not serve me trying to get through school. Did it serve anyone, really? But right now, you've held on to that critic because you think that they keep you safe, and it just doesn't. It just separates you from the people that you really care about. It just separates you from the ability to be able to find people that you really care about. You have the option to let go of those pentacles. You have the option to let go of those coins right now, if you want. Gosh, I love you. You've been trying to keep yourself safe for so long, but Spirit wants you to know that it's okay to allow yourself to be a little bit vulnerable sometimes. You're allowed to express yourself. And yes, sometimes the judgments will come, but they're a natural part of life. But as soon as you release the inner critic in your head that's stopping you from saying the things that you want to say, you're going to realize that a lot of the judgments that you thought that you were experiencing were all in your head. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the oracle cards. Oh, we have Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. You have so much support in spirit as your intuition. You are being guided away from that fear mindset. You're being guided away from this traumatic response that you have that says that you aren't allowed to be the type of person that you are. We are seeing the death of that part of the self. But specifically, this card makes us aware that that is just the beginning of becoming the person that you are supposed to be, becoming the person that is able to express themselves, that is able to connect with others, that is able to give others the benefit of the doubt. And I think that's where the indecision comes in, is that specifically this card, I'm getting, oh God, how do I phrase that? The indecision here isn't necessarily an active choice. It's more like, how do I phrase it? You are having to fight between an automated response and the active effort to actually trust people sometimes. I think the most important part of this message is the fact that this is a learned behavior. You haven't always been like this. It's not you against the world. It's you against a couple of people that haven't learned how to grow. It's you against ignorance. It's you against years and years of having to put up with other people that won't learn how to behave. But things are easier now because you have grown. You understand things more. And that is going to be the thing that sets you apart from before. Can we get one last oracle card before we finish up, please? Denial. Oh, denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. You have the power to kill the inner critic in your head. You have the power to stop yourself from projecting the judgment that you feel in your mind onto others. And you have the ability to be able to see judgment truly for what it is, but you must trust in yourself that you can do it. It's scary. It's really scary. It's incredibly scary, but you are so competent. The problem with that competence is that it relies on memory, right? And that memory is tangled up with all of the times that you were made to feel bad over things that people had no right to make you feel bad about. So remember here, this is a fresh start. This is a move away from control. This is a move away from the learned behaviors, the things that we did to keep us safe once but no longer serve. This right here is your sign to start trusting your intuition with your whole chest and to follow it regardless of whether you think others will judge you. Because the reality of this is that it's not actually about the way others judge us, but about how we're judging ourselves inside. There is always a voyeuristic man inside a woman's head. In the same way that there is an ignorant critic inside of every great person. I really hope that this message could reach the people that it needs to. If you made it this far, you can put a fire emoji in the comments to tell me that you made it. I didn't think I was gonna have the urge to make another one of these so soon, but here we are. If you're interested in learning tarot yourself, then I have an entire playlist of things that you can go watch. And if you're interested in getting a reading from me, consider joining the Patreon. I do tarot lessons on there, weekly readings, as I said at the beginning, and we have a book club, it's very fun. If someone else hasn't told you today, I think you're pretty great, and I love you. It's getting really dark in here, so I'm gonna call it here. Hopefully, I'll see you again sometime. But if not, then I wish you all the best of luck on your journey. Stay hydrated, stay fed, and most importantly, stay blessed, my friend.